Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Podcast, a proud member of the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. John Morris takes guest co-hosting duties away from Johnny Woods in a total power move. Kevin Rupert is back in the studio as a younger, better version of Butch Russell. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at wwsu1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence.
All right, we're back on the Life Radio Show. Isn't it fantastic? Yeah.
It's awesome.
I'm your host, Don Smith. Oh, what do you got your finger on, Patrick?
103.07, your time.
103.07, my time. Awesome. I can do better than that. 103.07. I got to write these things down or I forget.
8675309.
Yeah, I read it already. Yep. Jenny, don't change your number.
She probably has by now.
I'm sure
much harassment she got.
A lot of people been calling 8675309 and every area code, and it's probably made a lot of people upset over the years.
You know, a few years ago, they actually set something up so that when you call that number, someone named Jenny would answer. It was like an automated thing where, like, Jenny would answer
that would have made perfect sense.
Yeah, I think I tried it one time. It was kind of funny. Yeah, it was
Jenny from the block, more like Jenny from the circle.
Yeah, it'd be a good number, kind of like calling for bad advice.
right.
I didn't write that number down again. I need to do that. I need to support those kinds of weird things.
I can look at my call log if you want.
Yeah,
me
there
to.
you go. Look at the call log, and we'll see who. Speaking of supporting our fellow comics and their endeavors, you did get to stop by the Gym City Tonight studio a little bit. You said Kevin Rupert. Yeah. Kevin Rupert's my guest. My guest co-host John Morris, which my guest co-host became John Morris, and then he left to smoke a cigarette. So maybe he's hitching a ride. He doesn't believe I'm going to take him home.
I just remember the number we called was a direct line. It wasn't the actual number.
Right,
I forgot about
so
that.
We can't do that. We can't. Yeah, we can't give Helinski's number out to just anybody.
Yeah,
I'll give it to you later. Kevin Rupert is sitting in, and he went over to Gym City Tonight. Hey, we have a fan. We have a fan staring through the window. It was John. I'm just kidding. Oh. John Morris on his way back in from a well-deserved smoke break.
Right.
Kevin Rupert is in. He had just came back we'll get to this eventually. He just came back from the from the studio of the Gym City Tonight TV show over at DATV, and you said it was looking good.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they had a pretty decent crowd out there, good audience. I felt like they did pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah,
good. I wasn't involved in the writing of it.
I think we may write more for the next one. That's what Andrew was saying, just to make the monologue a little longer. But it seemed like it went pretty good, and the show's coming along. So
good. I got a good vibe when I was on the last time. I thought it felt like a really good group getting together to do that.
Yeah, it felt like a real show.
Yeah,
which is weird for DATV.
Yeah, it's unusual to say the least. No, I like the people over at DATV, but I really think that was a good group to get together and do that, and I really want to see that. So Saturday nights, 8 p.m., and I think Mondays at noon it shows on DATV, which is several channels, plus it's on YouTube right now. Check out Gym City Tonight. Give it some love.
Mr. Mitakaitis.
Yeah, with Andrew Mitakaitis. Yeah, we'll have to get him back on the show, but if he's taping tonight, because I wanted to be there.
Yeah,
but he's taping tonight. So.
Well, you were talking earlier about the potential in the future of maybe like setting up the radio show at kind of simulcasting. I was
only joking about that, but it would be kind of cool if we doing this radio show in the studio audience. We probably couldn't do it while they're actually taping.
Sure, you could.
It would be weird. Who
cares about their sound?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, I am working on this DJ program up here. I am working on a way to stream audio between, so like you could have this program running on a computer at Wiley's, for instance, and do stream a live broadcast to the station to go out on the air.
We'll have that the clean show at Sunday Comics whenever Karen gets that arranged. We'll see if we can broadcast it it over the air. And inevitably, it won't end up being a clean show, and they'll have to scrap the whole thing, and WWSU will be fined, and they'll have to shut down the whole university. Again. Oh, that's terrible. Anyway, John Morris made it back in the studio. Yeah,
they didn't lock me out this time.
Yeah, we were afraid you were hitching a ride home because you really don't trust me and don't think I'm going to drop you off.
Yeah,
I don't trust that. He's
back to the shed again. I just got out, Don.
Yeah, he told me in the last episode to push on my banana. I don't know what that means, but I want no part of it.
Just make sure you have a condom on while you're pushing the banana.
See, now you have to go and make this.
You always practice safely.
Well, yeah.
Safe bananaing.
You always want to test your bananas first and make sure.
Please have all your bananas spayed and neutered.
Yeah, yeah. We don't want stray bananas roaming around.
It's always good to do a dry
slip on banana peels, which you've told us are not actually slippery.
Yeah, they're not that slippery.
I think it all depends on how if it's like skin side up on a linoleum floor, you're not paying attention. You're just walking along in bare feet. You're going to slide a little bit.
It'd be like oops.
Right.
You're not going to fall.
You're not going to. Both legs aren't going to fly up.
It's not going to cause your car to reveal.
Yeah, you're not going to have little birds and stars circling around your head. That's a cartoon. So I think we weren't well prepared by the cartoons of our day.
Yeah. Too fictional, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say because
animated films too fictional.
Yeah, I can't tell you the amount of times I've gone up to a wall and painted a door, and not one person has walked into it.
That's the news story. That has happened.
Right.
Somebody did that on a tunnel, and somebody drove into it.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but I've never had it. I've never had it happen.
Just keep trying, Don.
That's a lawsuit waiting to happen if somebody does that.
I carry black paint with me everywhere I go, just in case I have to paint a tunnel on the side of the hill, or if I decide it's time for a good Halloween costume.
Different kind of.
In case I want to ruin my
in case I want to ruin my future political career, because you never know when the urge to ruin a political career is going to come upon you.
Donald Trump has already done it, except with orange paint instead of black.
Ooh,
yeah, but I don't think he was going for the Oompa Loompa vote anyway.
No, he didn't have enough chocolate for his factory to get that vote.
Yeah. Well, he did. It went bankrupt.
Watching,
he made it in China. That's why.
Like everything else he did, it went bankrupt too.
Ooh,
man.
Has he had a business that didn't?
I don't.
Maybe the business with Melania Trump in bed.
I'm sure that was bankrupt to begin with.
Yeah.
Have you looked at her?
True.
That's a bankrupt business right there.
She has more fun dancing. So, like at some of the balls that they go to, she has more fun dancing with other guests at the ball than she does with Donald Trump.
With Donald Trump.
And I kid you not.
Yeah, there's no way he's a good dancer.
He's the best. He's the best. He's the best dancer.
I'm the best at dancing.
There's video. I saw this recently of him dancing on. He hosted SNL. A few years ago when he was running for president, and he did a little skit where he was dancing. It's pretty bad.
Was it like Elaine from Seinfeld?
It was pretty close, actually. Yeah, come to think of it, I didn't make the connection at the time, but yeah, it was pretty similar.
Yeah. Elaine Trump. I don't know why I'm looking at news stories yet. We're not nearly prepared for it.
We're never prepared for anything.
We aren't prepared for much anything on here. By the way, shout out to Right Copy for getting me a heck of a deal on these tickets. That's fantastic. Rupert, tell us a little bit again about the Barrel Laughs comedy show. We had last Thursday. Had a great time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It seemed like everybody did pretty well. We had a good crowd that turned out. That's the I think third show that we've done. And I think that's the biggggest crowd that we've had so far. So
I think that was a pretty stacked lineup too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. And thanks to all the everybody who came out to support, including John came out actually and brought Johnny with him. And,
well, it's the other way around, but
right.
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah, Don, you did a great job with your set. So it was really a fun show. I'm looking forward to the next one, March 28th.
Yeah,
is when
I'm
we're
glad
gonna
I
be.
kept my voice long enough for that set.
Just long.
Yeah, just long
It
enough.
seemed like it was going out
Yeah.
towards the end. But
Oh yeah, it was getting
Yeah.
close. Well, that was all planned because I had planned to take Friday off of work, sick,
yeah.
and my boss was in the audience Thursday night. Yeah, so it's like I better get worse by the end of this. No.
That's when the acting chops come in.
Exactly. No, it's been a bad weekend for this thing because I
For sure.
took Friday off work, didn't go to the club Friday night. I didn't get to see Dwight Simmons at all because I couldn't leave the house Friday night.
Gwen Sunkel, I think, stole the show.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
she crushed.
Awesome. But Saturday, I wasn't planning on leaving the house Saturday, and I get a call pretty much first thing in the morning that our cooler's out, which made my morning. So I had to run down there and check that out. We have a compressor shot on that, which hopefully will be repaired Thursday. So we will have cold beer for the weekend shows, which is always good. That's what else? Sunday, I wasn't planning on coming in and doing a Comics Hang Sunday, and then all the Gem City Tonight writers group said, "Hey, let's start writing this stuff at the Comics Hang,"
And then
which
none
didn't
of them
happen.
showed up. Yeah.
Well, a lot of them showed up. It's just I don't think any joke writing for Gem City Tonight actually was accomplished. that night.
So
But
fun.
the thing is, I was getting ready to leave, and Karen came up and said, "We had some cancellations. You want to do some time tonight?" And I said, "Yes, of course I
Reluctantly.
did."
Yeah.
So I got to do another comedy show with very little voice left. So it was fun.
It was a
fun
good
weekend.
show.
That was a good show.
That was-
I heard you did a heck of a job closing it out.
I'm 97% happy with it.
That's a lot.
That's
percentage.
really
That's a
good.
lot.
That's a
for
solid-
me. It's really good. For
It's a
me.
solid
Yeah, I
show.
don't think I've been more than 92% happy
I didn't
with
get
anything
heckled.
I've ever said.
Didn't
Not
get
even
heckled
on
this
stage.
time. So
Didn't get heckled. That's
last
good.
time I
That's
closed
good.
it out, I got heckled, and she just threw me off,
I
and I could not come back from it.
I caught the one woman out by the bar and had to talk to her and thank her for coming out. The
snorter?
The snorter.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
She was a
That
gem.
is the best thing in
Yeah.
the world.
So
For
what's
a
this?
comic on stage when you hear somebody laughing so hard that they do.
Oh yeah.
I love
trying
that.
so hard to get air in that it has to
Oh
make
yeah,
that noise.
it was
Yep.
great. It was because she. I think she did it one time when Elijah was up there. The first time she did it
And he
for
called
me,
her
I was
out.
like, oh,
Yeah.
that.
And then it was like a goal for the rest of the show. It's like if you can
Oh,
get her
yeah,
to snort, it's
absolutely.
a good joke.
Oh, yeah,
That's like
absolutely.
when comics yell, "Keep it."
Yeah. Yeah, I talked to her out there and thanked her. She said that she's the first time she's been to a comedy club in over 10 years because she got picked on and heckled for the snort.
Oh,
And I told her, I said, if any comic messes with you over that tonight, you tell me and I will punch them right in the nuts. Because that is fantastic. As they're on stage, I just whack
yeah,
right there,
Yep.
man.
There's your punchline.
Yeah.
Oh, good one.
Yeah. But yeah, that was one of the highlights for me of that show was that snort. That was,
Wasn't it like a couple weeks ago we got Scotty Mace to snoring on the air?
Ooh,
it's well, you got to watch getting him to snort.
it's a slippery
Yeah, it
slope.
depends on what he's snorting.
You don't want
It's
to
a blank
trigger.
message.
Oh, it's a blank message.
Somebody prematurely hit the enter key again.
Oh
Probably
man,
Johnny.
we have a premature entry.
Did we just
That
name
happens
this
all the
episode?
time on my show. Yeah, that's a hashtag Me Too moment. I think
Rude.
Hashtag me
Yeah,
as well.
me as well. I also.
I also.
Did we
Hashtag
just-
same.
Samesies.
Same.
Same.
So what were we talking about? Oh, the show. Sunday
Yeah, the
night.
barrel.
Yeah.
Oh, that,
we
yeah.
we finished that. And the barrel. What else is there?
There we go.
All right. Thanks a lot. Did they finally?
They got it through now.
All right. Congratulations. You have
Oh,
made it.
it's
aboard.
they posted the bad advice number for us.
Oh, okay. Do we want to call?
Bad advice
Why
Do
line?
you want to call?
Do we want to call?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Give me a few minutes
Mike
to set up
Kalinsky.
the phone line so we could finish our discussion about the show, and then we could give the phone a call.
Okay, that'll work. Yeah, he's going to set that up, and we called Helinsky directly the one time and got some bad advice, and I've played a few giraffe facts here and there, but I
Did you see
really
that actually went pretty big on Reddit. This
Did it?
giraffe
That's
facts thing?
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
it
Yeah,
got-
it's a lot of fun. We had what was I going to say? I can't remember. Completely lost it. Yeah. I completely lost it.
Cool
Don.
story,
I don't know what I'm
Don.
doing. What's that?
Cool story.
Yep. Cover me. I'm out. No, we had called Mike and got some bad advice, and that was a lot of fun.
It's
And,
been
yeah, we'll have to do it again. See if
I've-
we get Mike or somebody else, because this is not Mike's direct line. So there's no
it could be
telling.
anybody.
So Patrick, make sure if we do this that you keep your hand on the dump button, just
I will.
because you
well,
never
I
know.
would say
Sometimes you
maybe-
get some.
Technically, I'm part of that group, so it could ring on my phone, and I can.
Oh
answer
yeah, I
it
didn't know.
right
I didn't
here.
know you were part of that. That would
That
be
would be
fun.
funny.
I would- yeah.
So
Yeah, don't answer it. Let it go
No.
to somebody else.
what
Well, I
we
never
prob-
answer it.
what we-
Oh, okay.
It might be a
Better.
bill collector.
What's that?
I was going to say what we probably could do is like at the very beginning mention that our bad advice needs to be clean.
Yes, we need some clean bad advice. So yeah, let's do this.
Can we
Let's
reply
call
to the
some-
comments? Can we do that?
Huh?
Can we reply to the comments?
The
On
bad
this end,
advice,
I
would
can.
assume, yeah.
So I'm going ahead. I'm making the call if you guys want to still continue to talk.
Do we
Oh, so
have
that's
to?
not. So you're not putting it out over the air.
Not yet. Not
Okay.
until
Oh, well,
somebody
you
answers.
should.
You want me to?
Okay. Oh, it don't matter.
Okay.
It don't matter. We do we want to hear the?
What if nobody answers?
Yeah, then let's.
Is there a
we'll all be
voicemail for
nothing.
bad advice line?
There should be. There
Yeah.
should be an outgoing message at least. They should have something.
All right.
Nobody's answering. That's
Sorry.
okay.
Advice line. This is Brian.
Hi,
Hey,
Brian.
Brian.
Hi, this is Don Smith on the
Hey.
Life Radio Show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, how's it going? We're calling on the air. You're live on the air right now, so we need some clean bad advice for John Morris.
Oh, I'll do my best not to swear.
I swear I'll do my best.
Oh,
then.
there
That's-
you go.
So,
What
John,
can I help
did you
you
want some
fellas out with?
advice? Did you want some advice on anything specific?
Yeah, I get my license back in 2020. What car should I buy?
I think you should go full moped, man. I mean, Italy's all about that. You save money on gas, and you kind of look like a douchebag, so it's a plus.
How do you know what I look like?
So he does know you.
I can just tell by the voice.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, good
Nice.
call then. Good call, yeah. Because I could totally see Morris on a moped.
Yeah, just vaping down the street.
Right. On your way to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
For that big board meeting.
So I got a follow up for you. What if you're the type of person who unfortunately does not meet the weight limit of a moped? What would you get then?
Are you asking for
Oh,
me, Patrick?
no,
Is that what-
Just anybody.
Oh.
Have you seen those 3-wheeled motorcycle things?
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, those are. I mean, they're a great conversation starter, but usually the conversation is, "Why are you such a douchebag?"
Do they make those? Do they make the 3-wheelers in moped?
I mean, I've got a little shop. I could probably rig something up for you.
Oh, sweet. I'm about sold
But,
on that because I'm probably past the weight limit of a moped.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
Well,
Um,
I'd look like a bear on a unicycle if I was on a moped. And that's no good at all. Well,
But yeah, I'd go with that. And I mean, if you just need to get point A to point B, no sense not being a douchebag about it.
well, I think he needs to get from point A to his dealer to point B.
Yeah, for sure.
So
You got to get around
that's
the dealer first.
Right, yeah. So, which I guess nobody's going to steal your moped. So
Oh, you don't know my dealer.
that's true. I do not.
So I got a question for you. How do you deal with car salesmen?
I go up there very aggressive and very angry. You need to make sure you put them down a couple pegs. Try and make sure they know that you're better than them, because let's face it, if you're dealing with a car salesman, you're already better than them.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So really make them question their life choices and, make sure that you put them down. They gotta be subservient to you. So
that is great bad advice, because that's how you get the best deals, is always make them feel like crap.
Yeah, that's the same way I get
tell you
spit in all my hamburgers, and anytime I go to the bar, it's usually spit. But basically treat people like crap.
Awesome. That's some of the best bad advice I've had all day. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. You want to give us the bad advice line phone number in case anybody listening wants to give you a shout and get some equally terrible advice?
Oh, sure. We're 24/7 at 937-977-1743, and we tend to run specials on 1742 every other weekend. So, follow us on Facebook and see what we can't lie to you about.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Brian. Have a great night.
You do the same. Thanks, Don.
Yep. That was fun.
There should be a Yelp for bad
a Yelp for
line.
bad
so
advice.
we can grade them.
That should be. You should get with them and try to, because I hate to do it now, because then it would just feel like you're copying their bad advice idea. That's fantastic.
One thing I forgot to mention: the same listener who gave us the bad advice line also told us they can make our caller ID 8675309 if we wanted.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be fun. Oh, that's great. All right, I think we should go ahead and take a little break, because I think I got another 6-7 minute break queued up on there. I'm trying to think of what music I have. I think I have some Haywood Banks on this one, and I believe I may have thrown a giraffe fact in. So we'll see what we got. Whenever you're ready, Patrick. Whenever you're done screwing around with whatever you're doing.
Just trying to log out of my Gmail so somebody doesn't hack it.
Oh, all right, hack it and whack it, and let's send it to break.
Buddy hack it.
Thanks, Giraffe X line. It's Brian.
Yeah, can you tell me something about giraffes?
Yeah, did you know that the movie Rudy was actually inspired by a giraffe who played Notre Dame football? But
I did.
Yeah, the College Football Association, they said, well, her name was actually Miranda, not even Rudy. But College Football Association said women couldn't play, so they had to rewrite the script. Yeah, no problem. Please call again.
Okay.
How I do get sentimental about me carefree days as a lad. We never had toys that were store-bought. We'd improvise with things that we had. We made forts out of cardboard boxes. Yardsticks were swords or were spears. But of all these things, none gave the hours of fun like me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. It was of the finest label, canvas, lace, and stainless cable. Me mother's gigantic brassiere. I leapt from the roof of the garage, though I was but 6 or 7 years. I would have broke me back, but I clung fast to the straps of me mother's gigantic brassiere. Everybody, here we go. Oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Delicate flower appliques, 8-track tape and safety chains on me mother's gigantic brassiere. We tied the bra between 2 trees, for the neighbor boys a war did declare. We ended the attack with 6 pumpkins and 2 cats flown from me mother's gigantic brassiere. Everybody! Oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Reinforced hydraulic winch, reflective tape, and 3-point hitch on me mother's gigantic brassiere. We used it to slow down our dragster. Or parasail behind the boat. Once it was used to airlift an injured ski team off a treacherous mountain slope. But mostly I think of me father's pride when she accepted the award at the stadium. for when her brassiere had saved the jamboree, when the roof blew off the gymnasium. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere, with an awning and screen door could sleep 2 family of 4. Me mother's gigantic brassiere. One more time. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Twin titanium landing gear. We still get Christmas cards from the engineers. Of me mother's gigantic brassiere. It was taller by half than the old man himself. Me mother's gigantic brassiere. Hooray! What a lovely song.
Move over, Jimmy Kimmel. Step aside, Conan O'Brien. Back off, Stephen Colbert. It's my turn. I'm Mike Shea, and every Tuesday on my show, Mike Talks Funny, I sit down and talk with comedians, actors, film fans, podcasters, anybody willing to get down, get deep, and get dirty.
I don't remember the first time I had sex. That was horrible. I didn't even finish the first time I had sex.
I've tasted what most comics want, and now I have to go back and eat leftovers.
You're so brave for wearing that shade of lipstick on stage. Oh my God.
Think of Last Comic Standing, and Mystery Science Theater 3000 had a baby, and that's the show.
My online doppelganger is also a larger black man. He is Adrian Miller. All the top results are he's a professor.
Interviews with great people, not to mention all kinds of awesome new music every show.
Hey, this is Don Smith.
This is Scotty Mage.
Hey, this is Kevin Goatee with Comics Watching Comics.
Brought to you by Eventide Entertainment.
I've never had a Swiss whore or a prosthetic leg, my child. I've never heard someone beg for more. I've barely heard people beg. I've never had a beach house or a meal in a pill, my child. And it bothers me still that I've never been to Guam, and now I never will. I thought I'd live to see the future, or at least a little bit of it now. My life is over, my brain and body have gone to shit. And now the life is leaking from my body like the water through a sieve, my child. There was nothing that I gave this world, so it's like I never lived. So it's like I never lived. So it's like I never lived. So it's like I never lived at all.
Lane, I've been going to this high school for 7.5 years. I'm no dummy.
I had my foot caught in my chair. You ever get your foot caught in your chair?
So you are
That'll
a dummy.
ruin your night. What's that?
So you are a dummy.
I am. Yeah. Welcome back to the Life Radio Show. Shout out to the Bad Advice line. And Brian, thanks a lot for the fantastic moped-related advice. Kevin Rupert, still in as our guest. Did I even introduce you in the last half hour? I don't even remember.
I don't recall.
Oh, no.
That's all good, though.
Man, who hosts this thing? What a jerk. Speaking of jerks, John Morris is still here, and did you turn down? did it turn itself down again? I've been looking over there at the levels on you.
Me
as a producer.
Oh yeah, it did turn itself down.
Man, I tell you.
I hope you guys can hear me.
Why does it keep doing that?
Okay. I'm going to have to find me a new producer. That's all there is to it.
Well, how much is the pay?
Nothing.
Oh.
And it's worth it.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know a guy then.
John Morris is still our guest co-host, filling in for Johnny Woods, who had to leave as our guest co-host.
We're the same person.
And pretty much abandoned John here at my mercy.
It's cool. It's only 13 degrees out. I can
Oh,
walk.
yeah,
It's
you're fine then. You're fine. We're going to go ahead and hit some news stories since it's about that time. Are we ready, Rupert?
We're ready.
Let's
do this.
Don't know why I call you Rupert. It just feels
No,
feels
it's all
right.
good, man.
You're all right, John? Oh, okay. I thought you'd have a little twitch going over there. Hey, he's coding.
Chubby's back.
Chubby's back. Hawaii Zoo said officials are searching for 2 exotic birds that flew the coop when a fallen tree damaged their enclosure. On to the rest of it. The Honolulu Zoo, which is just a great thing to say.
Honolulu Zoo.
Honolulu Zoo.
How many oohs?
Yeah. More than 2. The Honolulu Zoo said 2 ground hornbills escaped Sunday when strong winds knocked a tree branch into their enclosure, creating a hole the avians were able to fly through.
Yep.
They're ground hornbills. How can they fly? The zoo said officials rushed to Kapiolani Park in the afternoon Sunday when one of the birds was spotted on a downed tree. So that's a ground bird. The officials and employees attempted to catch the bird, but it evaded capture until sundown when the search was called off for the night because nobody searches for birds at night. The other bird was last seen heading in the direction of the Alawai golf course, apparently to get in a quick 9 holes before heading back to the zoo.
I wish I could do the voice from the guy from Unsolved Mysteries. If
Do
you've
not.
seen these birds,
Unsolved
please call.
Yes, that would.
I've been looking for a couple exotic birds myself.
Okay. You mean like the British term birds?
Yes,
okay.
yes, exactly.
I've been looking for a couple of good birds myself.
Bullocks.
Bullocks. Police in Nashville used an oatmeal cream pie to lure a loose, which is all you need to
Didn't
say
even
about
need
that.
to finish
Yeah.
that sentence.
Police used an oatmeal cream pie.
Yeah. Apparently, police in Nashville gave a cream pie to a loose chicken.
It sounds so wrong without the oatmeal in front of it.
Yes, it does. Use an oatmeal cream pie to lure a loose chicken that led officers on a wild chase. Wasn't a wild goose chase, though. Wild chase through the city's downtown. Witness Phil Breedlove.
So
this has to be made up. This can't be for real.
Breedlove
Phil Breedlove
gave a
is his
cream
name.
pie to a chicken. Is what you're saying.
It was his favorite breed. Phil Breedlove captured video of the loose chicken. I bet he did. Blocking traffic. How does a chicken block
He
traffic?
got cock blocked.
That
That's
is
why.
a huge chicken. No wonder they wanted to give him a cream pie. Loose chicken blocking traffic Thursday morning and being chased through the busy intersection. Police said Officer Frank Campbell, didn't give him soup, was eventually able to capture the fugitive fowl by luring it with a Little Debbie oatmeal cream pie. Metro Animal Control said it is taking care of the chicken until it can be turned over to an animal rescue group like KFC.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Where can you go?
New
other than
flavor,
giving a
oatmeal
loose
cream
chicken
pie.
a cream pie.
That's what's good. They're going to start feeding chickens next to fatten them up.
Yes, that's.
There's not really much you can say about that
No,
story.
that we
It was
haven't
really all-
already
yeah, it
covered
was
on the
really
way
all
through
kinda-
it. Sometimes a news story's so good that you cover all the jokes
got it.
as you're going through it.
They nailed it.
He also nailed the chicken with a cream
Yeah,
pie.
do we want to name this episode Loose Chicken Cream Pie?
Yes, we do.
I'll write that down. That's
a whole
in
new
the,
category. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go and look up.
that's in the lead for the show title right there. Loose Chicken Cream Pie. we are going to get Googled by some weird
Yeah.
dudes.
Or you could just leave it at loose chick.
Yeah, loose.
Loose chick and a cream pie.
Yeah, you don't want to Google that.
Yeah.
Not on the work computer. New Zealand researchers examining a leopard seal's fecal sample that had been frozen for a year made a surprising discovery: a working USB thumb drive.
Better than a thumb, I guess.
Yeah.
A thumb? Never mind.
The New Zealand National Institute of Water and Atmospheric Research. That's a weird... water and atmospheric research. Okay.
Well, water goes into the atmosphere.
Yeah, but that's not... Okay. That's not where you find leopard seal poop, though.
Sometimes.
You might find it in the water.
Atmosphere?
Yeah.
You've been towed beyond
God.
the environment.
God.
If they
Anyway,
fart, you do.
the New Zealand National Institute of Water and Atmospheric Research said a volunteer thawed out a scat sample about the size of 2 bread rolls.
That's a big poop.
Yep, skibbity-bop-de-doo. And discovered the leopard seal had apparently passed the USB drive through its digestive system. I would hope nobody stuck it in the other end.
It's actually he's showing pictures on the other side.
Yeah. Researchers said the scat sample had been collected in November 2017 from a leopard seal on Oreti Beach in Invercargill. The NIWA said researchers plugged the USB and were surprised to discover plugged in the USB and were surprised to discover it still works and contained photo and videos from an unknown person's vacation.
Ooh.
The researchers said the only clues to the owner's identity are images and videos showing the photographer wearing blue shoes in a kayak. So you could narrow it down.
Dad.
You can narrow it down. He probably drives a Subaru. NIWA said officials said that they would like to return the USB drive to its owner, but for a price. They want a replacement leopard seal stool sample.
They want to replace what?
Yeah, apparently the stool sample was the entire USB drive. So that's what
So
what
it came
they
out
said in
clean
the
then.
article.
They didn't even need to wipe it off or anything. Like
Probably not. They just ruined their computer. Yeah, what's that smell? That's leopard seal. All right, moving on.
There's not
I have to pick my words carefully when I start.
I guess after
Yeah,
their
about
kayak,
leopard.
they wanted to see if they could play the videos and pictures on the seal.
Right. Could be. I'd said, did the seal eat their camera? What happened to the rest of it? Why did it just get the thumb drive? There are so many questions right there.
If you do a thumb and a finger, it's just too much.
Yeah,
That's
I was just
true.
about to say you wanted to get
At least
thumbed.
it's not a fist drive.
Moose knuckle drive.
Yeah, moose knuckle. Jeez.
Next
From
thing
a
you know-
loose chicken cream pie
I was
to
going to
this.
say, next thing you know, they're going to be giving it a cream pie.
An Alabama 2-year-old was rescued from a restaurant's claw machine when he crawled inside to try to get a toy.
I've seen this.
Kelsey Ingersoll said her son Ezra Ingersoll,
Ezra, get back here.
was playing with
I
his
can hear it
siblings
now.
and some friends' children in a game room at Rotolo's Pizzeria in Fairhope when she lost sight of the boy. I had been checking on the kids every couple minutes to make sure they were playing nicely, and all of a sudden my daughter ran over to me and said, "Ezra's in the machine." It literally took him seconds. Ezra's in the machine. It turned out no one at the eatery had a key to open the machine, so police and firefighters were called to the scene. Ezra was allowed to keep the toy he climbed inside the machine to retrieve. I don't think he should have been. That should have been a life lesson right
Well,
there.
I mean, one guy almost won him, but
I was going to say, I just wonder how many quarters they went
drop
through
through
to try to get that little, get that
great,
little
now he
Alabama
doesn't have a
kid out of
diaper
there.
either.
This
that's
claw
terrible.
machine's rigged.
Yeah.
There was another similar story of a cat getting into the claw machine. Just laying. This one was with a bunch of stuffed animals, and the cat was laying in there just sleeping.
I think that's actually the adoption process. In
Right,
Alabama.
yeah. That was
the claw machine.
that was one of
for
the
babies.
ASPCA. That was what.
This is where babies come from. The claw machine. This is also where you get
Mom,
your.
I know where
I
babies
can't say it
come
on the
from.
radio.
They come from the claw
They
machine.
come from the claw machine. I saw Ezra in there. That's where Mommy brought him home from. In Fairhope. at Botolo's Pizzeria
in Alabama.
That's where they all
and
babies
Fairhope,
come
Alabama. I hope all babies don't come from Alabama. That would, yeah. And they're all named Ezra.
Alabama's been giving so many births lately.
So many what?
Alabama's been giving so many births lately.
Births.
Really?
Yeah, what? Really?
No.
Oh, okay.
The name Alabama, so I was making a person joke.
Oh, okay. There's somebody's named Alabama. I mean, I know the country group.
I've heard of a few people named Alabama before.
Wow.
I feel sorry.
What's your name, Alabama? Call me Al.
You were born in Michigan.
It's my sister, Minnesota.
Yeah.
She's born in Toledo.
Mississippi.
Yep. That's his mom, is Mississippi.
Yes.
Mr. and Mississippi. Proud parents of Alabama and Minnesota. We call her Minnie. An upscale British restaurant teamed with a distillery to create a house gin infused with an unusual flavor.
Ooh, can we guess?
Guess, John. Huh?
Is it onions?
No.
Even more
Much
unusual?
worse. Yes.
Ooh. Socks.
Very close.
Oh,
very close.
underwear.
Very close. Caviar.
Oh.
Your socks don't.
I've never smelled
because
caviar,
anytime
to be
I take a nice sip of whiskey, I think, you know what this needs to be fishy and nasty. Yeah, it needs a fish egg smell to it. Yes, the man behind the curtain is the restaurant's name. The man behind the curtain, a Michelin-starred restaurant. You would think that would
like tires.
Yeah, that's what Michelin-starred in Leeds, England. Teamed with the distillery Slingsby. Anytime you team with a Slingsby, you're going to get something you don't want to taste. To create the gin, which shares the restaurant's name. Apparently, it's the man behind the curtain gin.
Yeah.
And Slingsby.
Sounds very sexist.
Yeah, the man slinging behind the curtain is what it is.
How about we call it the
That's
person behind it?
Yeah, the person behind the drapery. The drapery.
Drapery.
Yes, with his caviar gin.
Oh,
because as if gin
offensive
didn't
to
taste
somebody.
nasty enough to begin with.
I've never had caviar before. I am kind of curious about it though. Like, does it taste bad?
I don't know. I've never had it.
Okay.
I've smelled it and I wouldn't taste it.
Okay.
Now I've had fish eggs like fried from a freshwater fish when you catch them and they have the eggs in them. Those are fantastic.
You monster.
Those are delicious.
You are a bear, aren't you?
I am. Well, yeah, they were salmon swimming upstream. When they start doing that, they're easier to catch. They'll jump right up. You can grab them with your hand. Hands. The gin is available as an ingredient in specialty cocktails at the eatery, and bottles of the seafood infused spirit can be bought at the restaurant for $130 if you're really stupid.
That's not too bad. I expected it to be more expensive.
I was expecting at least 300.
They're putting it in gin, so they probably use the cheapest gin and the cheapest caviar. So altogether, they're out $2.50 bucks. £2.50 pounds. And they're charging American tourists $130, saying, "Here, drink this crap. It's British. You'll love it."
But it is made in the finest of bathtubs. So.
Yes, and in the restroom at the man behind the curtain.
The man bun behind the curtain.
The man bun behind the curtain.
Shout out to Nikki Taylor.
Yep, Nikki T. Old Nikki T. This next one is just strange to me.
Oh, because the other ones were
one's perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. USB poop drive? Why not? Ezra, get out of that! Get out of that leopard seal's butt! You ate your
Why
USB
can't you be
drive.
more like your sister? She's way better than you, Ezra.
Yeah, she's the one that got that claw pull you right out of that machine. She's been practicing that. She's going to do that in the Claw Olympics.
Claw Olympics.
Samsung has released a new Tinder-like dating app just in time for Valentine's Day. With one unique twist, the pictures show the inside of the user's refrigerator.
Oh,
what?
I thought you were going to say colon.
And it's going to say what?
I thought you were going to say colon.
I thought so too, honestly.
Yeah. That's swipe right, swipe left, left.
You eat way too much red meat. I will not eat you.
The Refrigerating app.
Oh, that's such a
for the Samsung Hub. Samsung Family Hub refrigerator, a $4,000 smart fridge with a touch screen on the door. Allows singles to learn about potential mates based on what they keep inside the appliance. Simply upload an image to let the world know what kind of person you are, the app's website states. Refrigerating will then hook you up with a variation of fridges of different tastes to pick and choose from. The site offers some tips for users looking to use food as the pathway to someone's heart. Don't narrow it down to fridges looking just like yours, the company suggests. Remember, it's the unexpected mixes that make the 3-star restaurants.
Like gin and caviar.
Oh, my God. That is so dumb.
I don't know. I think I would want to date somebody with gin and caviar in the fridge.
What's that?
I think I might want to date somebody who has the gin and caviar in their fridge.
You would want to date somebody with the
I'm
caviar
joking.
gin?
I'm joking.
The man behind the curtain behind the fridge.
Behind the fridge. There you go.
The man behind the fridge. That's our show title. I'm sorry. Loose chicken cream pie is fantastic, but it's a little too adult.
A little too spicy.
Yeah, and if somebody Googles that, they're going to get something weird. So, yeah, we're the man behind the fridge now.
Pushing the banana. That's in the fridge.
Yeah. No, that was the last episode on the banana in your fridge. The man behind the fridge. There we go. I almost wrote the man behind the banana. Thanks, Patrick.
That would have been great.
Full Freudian slip there.
The man behind the banana.
So
I'm going with it.
Do you have to do
the man behind the banana?
Do you have to do the swiping on your fridge? It's like that.
Yeah, I would think so because it's the touch screen smart fridge. What the hell is a smart fridge? Do we have to have everything smart now because people are that stupid?
Yes. So, somebody's
what more is a smart fridge going to do for you?
Well, now you can swipe right or left.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Why hasn't somebody thought of that?
Yeah, the ice machine still breaks after 2 weeks.
Right,
but
exactly. Yeah, and then the refrigerator won't last more than a year.
You can watch.
What do you like have? Are you able to look inside your fridge so if you get to the store, you can use your smartphone to talk to your smart fridge and find out if you need eggs? Is that what the idea here is?
Maybe, Don, you can look up the Life radio show on your fridge, and if you're busy making dinner for your family, you can listen.
If any of our multitude of well-to-do listeners that can afford a $4,000 smart fridge, if you have one,
send me $1.
See if you can look up the Life radio show on your smart fridge, and then email me from your smart fridge at thelife1069@gmail.com, and just let me know that that's what you've done. If some of my more affluent listeners with their $4,000 smart fridges, please do that. This is a poll, huh?
What's affluent mean?
Ezra.
we gotta consult the smart fridge to figure that out.
Yeah,
and now it's not fluent anymore. It's also called post-fluent.
Post-fluent.
Yeah. It's like Aflac. It's that kind of. It's affluent.
You got your hand on that dumb button, right?
The dumb button? I've had my hand on the dumb button this entire show, John.
43 years I've had my hand on the dumb button.
I'm not 43.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
Oh, so close.
Real close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job. Thanks a lot.
I mean, the 9 months also count.
Yeah.
Do they?
No.
Not really. If you're Catholic.
Okay, maybe in that case. Okay.
If you're Catholic, you're already alive just when your dad gets drunk the night you're conceived.
Ooh.
Before you even get there, it's like, yep, he's alive. Hasn't even happened yet.
What if
he might miss?
What if your dad's sober? He's Catholic.
Good point. You answered before I could.
Yeah.
Spanish 19-year-old born with only one arm said his childhood love of Lego led to his building a prosthetic arm out of the company's pieces. David Aguilar, who is studying bioengineering at Barcelona's International University of Catalonia, said he was tinkering with Lego inventions since he was 9 years old, and the hobby led to his developing a Lego prosthetic arm. Aguilar, who goes by Han Solo online.
You could say damn it on the air.
Okay.
You're good.
I was literally going to say that. I was waiting for you to finish. I was going to but everybody calls him Han Solo.
He beat you to it.
dare
Beat you to
he.
the punch. Said he built his first arm when he was 18, and he now has several versions with a variety of functions. I bet he does.
Yeah.
Most of them all go like this. It's all the same function. That's on all of them.
That's why
that comes standard. He said the arms contain small motors inside to help the elbows and hands function like a biological limb. Aguilar says he is studying to design low-cost prosthetics for people unable to afford more expensive limbs. So there you go, Dale.
Yeah, right. A Lego kit is more expensive than a prosthetic arm.
Exactly. They're outrageous. I don't know. I haven't priced Legos in at least 6 months.
Well, at least if anybody messes with your,
I've been busy, John.
Lego arm, it's going to hurt very bad for them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Somebody steps on it.
Yeah. Just
you don't want to leave it laying on the floor. That's the last time I step it on your arm. I'm throwing it away.
I feel like it can't be very functional, though. You know what I mean? Because Legos are just kind of rudimentary, and there's no moving parts.
Yeah.
Right.
So if it was Connects,
you never seen the hinges they have. I mean, they'll pop right out. So it's real easy to dislocate his elbow because it's a Lego. It just snaps right out.
Way better than the Lincoln Log prosthetics that we were using before.
Yeah.
Probably need to keep him away from contact sports, I would imagine.
Yeah, because he'd have to rebuild it every time. And it's harder to do with one arm. But that's why he has several models. He probably has his Lego arm building Lego arm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There you
like
go.
art.
That's like Inception.
Well, then we have one more news story, and we have officially just ran the crap out of this clock. Because that's really, after 4 years, that's all I'm doing is killing 2 hours.
Just take
here.
a knee. Just take a knee on this
we're
one.
doing it. A Houston family said they were charged more than $1,600 for Domino's pizza order that should have been less than $20.
True.
Domino's confirmed officials had looked into the complaint after the family and possibly others were charged thousands of dollars for otherwise standard pizza orders. The pizza chain said wrong payment amounts were charged Friday due to an error. And then they ran off and left the country.
Yeah.
The company said it is working with its payment vendor to fix the issue and correct any affected transactions. Domino's previously made similar headlines in 2014 when a Newport, Wales man was charged $307,891 for a $30.80 order. The chain said that the incident was the result of an authorization code being added to the price instead of going in the proper field on the computer form. Might want to get that.
Wow.
See,
$308,000 pizza.
I think I'd be more upset if it were Little Caesars. To be honest with you.
At least then you get two. It's pizza.
Oh, that's true.
This is one Domino's pizza for $308,000.
More bang for your buck.
Yeah. I just wonder how they managed to charge that.
They put caviar on
I
it.
want to know who has that much money in their account for it to go through.
Exactly. was it debit or credit?
Yeah.
Because either way,
credit.
Either way, that guy's loaded.
Yeah.
Because how do you get a $310,000 credit limit
Plus,
on your Capital
who
One
uses,
card?
who uses a credit card to buy pizza? You're paying 29% interest on a pizza?
29% interest.
That's what mine was.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. We've officially exhausted news stories and the host, quite honestly, and the producer, and probably the audience.
What audience?
Both of them. Me and Patrick.
When you listen to this again.
Yeah. We get a lot more listeners on the podcast, at least once. John Morris, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you stepping in to fill Johnny Wood's shoes as a guest co-host. What's that?
That's what I'm here for. Just, whenever you need me, Don, put me in, Coach.
All right. You're awesome. Speaking of that, I bumped into Rupert in the hallway and said, hey, you want to do my show? Somebody canceled. I haven't called you Butch the whole time you've been here.
Hey.
It's Butch Russell.
Good show.
Because I can't see you from this angle. So.
Right. Yeah, I wear glasses typically, so I can't really even see you very well.
I'm over here.
I did a bunch of peyote, so I can't see
when did you get here?
Right.
You did what?
Said I did a bunch of peyote, so I can't see any of you.
Oh, You're seeing us, just not the way we naturally are.
Yeah.
All right, Patrick, well, do we have anything to plug before we keep your bananas?
Well, I want to plug a thumb drive in a seal.
Yeah, you want to plug a thumb drive into a seal? I'd like to cream pie a chicken. Just a loose chicken though, because I got my standards.
You can't. Can't do it on a
Wednesday.
That either.
Actually,
on the Lord's Day.
Yes. Well, on the 7th day, the chicken rested.
Because he needed it.
He was a loose chicken.
I'll be hosting for Madalano Martin at Wiley's Comedy Club March 1st and 2nd.
Awesome.
Yeah, really funny dude.
Yeah, I haven't met him. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be hosting this weekend for Hank Denson and Josh Shines.
Josh Shine, did you ever meet Josh Shine?
I believe I have.
He started here. He started stand-up here, yeah.
I believe I did. It's been a long time if I have. Rupert, you got anything?
Well, it's never too early to plug the Next Barrel of Laughs show. It's going to be on March 28th, so still a little ways away, but we got a great lineup. Actually, John's going to be on it. Travis Charles is headlining. We got Aaron Phillips. We're going to have a special guest who is a national touring comedian who's going to drop in. He's headlining in 24 states. I actually haven't looked up everything about him, but he seems like a pretty funny guy. So we're going to have him in as a guest as long as he agrees to it. But I've been talking back and forth with him. I think that's all I have for now. I'm going to be announcing a few other shows in other cities in the Miami Valley that are similar to the Barrel pretty soon, so be on the lookout for that. But otherwise, that's pretty much it.
All right, we'll get out and support some live comedy. Or else several comedians will be even more sad than they usually are. And check out Gem City Tonight on YouTube and on DATV on Saturdays at 8:00 and on, I believe, Mondays at noon. I think that was the original plan for that on DATV. Great stuff. Patrick, get us the hell out of here. Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check us out on Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, with repeats on Wednesdays from 10 to noon and Thursdays from noon to 2. You can also stream the show live at WWSU1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments for the show, feel free to email thelife1069@gmail.com.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence.
I thought you were going to say colon.